another video in this one, and today we're gonna be ranking all the weapons called supers and charms. Just to keep in mind, we're gonna put the EX and the weapon as a whole because I don't know, because and again and another thing, the plain weapons are not gonna be here because let me just give a quick ranking of them if you really want. Basically, every plain weapon is A because you kind of need them to. So yeah, go straight into the video. First up, we'll be ranking the weapons. Pea shooter. It's a very understandable B because it's the base weapon and it's really basic. It's really nice. Alright. I think you should all agree it's the base weapon you start with. Spread. Spread, if you're good, it's going in. If you're good, it's a really good weapon because you can get the high damage. But it only works on some phases of the boss. Works well with some phases of the boss, not all phases, and sometimes doesn't even work on couple bosses. And the EX is also pretty bad. I mean, it's really good for like background bosses, but any other type, it's really bad. The chaser. Now, I would prefer crackshot over chaser when we get into it. I mean, it's not bad. I think it's better than the pea shooter because I just suck at aiming. Well, spread is still one of the best. Lobber. It has some music like Cacti Connection, Honey Bottoms, or the B. And the EX is also really good. It's just solid damage, so I think it's going on top of B for now. Charge. Oh, charge. Charge. Oh, charge. It's pretty hard to use, it's pretty hard to master, but once you master it, it's actually really good because it has the second highest DPS, but still has that range. So we're going to be putting it at A. It's not S. Roundabout. It's a better pea shooter. Literally. It curves. Shoot it that way. It curves. It has decent range, but if you curve it, it goes across the entire screen, I'm pretty sure. So, and it does solid damage, so the AX is also really good. Sometimes it's going in an S. It's a first S. It's a crime to put this below B or below even A, bro. This stuff is so good. If you're wondering why I'm not putting any clips, you can watch my last video. Simply, I can't record because I play Cuphead on PS. And why am I ranking this? Because I'm bored of Roblox. I've heard that the Blockshoots update will drop very soon, so we're definitely gonna check that out when it comes. So yeah, we're definitely gonna check that out for when it comes. Next up, Crackshot. This is another S, even better than the Roundabout. It's just insane. It's basically Chaser, but insane. You can shoot it without cracking it, which does pretty good damage. And once you crack it, once it cracks, it's basically the same DPS as Chaser, but better, in my opinion. So yeah, that's a pretty easy S tier. Controlled EX is kind of bad. It's not my type of thing. I just like EX with damage. Converge. Converge. EX is not too bad. It's a really unique feature, but I think it's probably at the bottom of B tier. Not too bad. You know. It's good for like Fotage's first phase, and that's the only thing that I can think about. Twist up. This is a personal thing. Some people think twist up is good, but I don't think it is. It's going in C tier. I mean, yes, if you get good, it's probably pretty good. But if you can't aim, you need to get close, and for that, just use spread, not gonna lie. Alright, we got super arts now. We got super arts. Alright. We're gonna be ranking both of the super arts, which is Cuphead and Chalice's super arts. Alright. If you hear anything, that's probably just the background playing some random stuff. Guys, I'll be back. Wait, I need to do something. Alright. We're back. We're back. Alright. Cuphead's first super is an easy S tier. Bro, like the consistency on it, it does good damage. It does pretty good damage. The consistency is really nice. Putting it at like A tier. I'll put it at S. In my opinion, it's really good. Invincibility. See, this stuff is not too bad. But if you're trying to spam the X's and trying to tank a phase of a boss, this is good. So I'm gonna put it in A tier. The Ghost. The Ghost. It's kind of bad, not gonna lie. So D tier. B tier. The consistency of the Ghost is not good. So I'm gonna put it in C tier, I guess. I mean, actually, the good background bosses is really good, so I'm gonna put a B tier. Chalice is number 1. It's basically Cuphead's but vertical. For that disadvantage, I'm gonna be putting it at the bottom of 8. Don't get me wrong, it's still good, but you have to position yourself very weirdly because most of the bosses will be right in front of you. Oh, Heart Shield or a second super art. Oh, I use this every time. It's next to this tier. Super Art 3. Unlike Cuphead, this is actually one of the best supers in my opinion. The consistency is like Energy Beam, but I think it does more damage. But you can't hit all of the stuff 100% of the time. So I think it's behind Energy Beam. Alright! That's the shots done. Now let's move on to the charms. For the first charm we see, we got the Heart Charm. I don't really use it because of the decrease of the damage, so I'm gonna put it in B. I mean, it's good. It's good, don't get me wrong. Coffee. Coffee is actually a really good charm. It charges super meters for you. It's pretty good of getting the time requirement and S ranking some bosses. It's really good if you want consistent and nice damage. Smoke Bomb. I don't really use Smoke Bomb, I use a later charm. But this stuff is still really good. Oh, actually, really, really good. works on basically all the bosses. Pea sugar. But pea sugar, I mean, if you get good, it's the purpose is to automatically parry. And I can parry, so it's thief. I mean, it's got some uses, but I don't really use it too hard. See, this is not actually that bad. It's basically hard charm, but just teeny tiny bit. Alright, whetstone. Whetstone. C tier. It's not really consistent because some bosses is good, but it's not really consistent because no one actually uses this. Like, who uses whetstone? But it's good if you need some extra damage, I guess. In my opinion, smoke the bomb or the next up, or this, or Miss Chalice would be a better option. In my opinion, I use Miss Chalice all the time because he's broken. So I think he's S tier above smoke. It's my opinion, but he gives an extra HP. He has basically a mini smoke bomb and has double jumps. Yes, I like. No, not in the way as you think. Next up, Divine Relic. I'm putting in A just because the consistency. It's only useful against. It's only effective against plain bosses because it randomizes your weapon. But for plain bosses, and it still randomizes your weapon on plain bosses, but you only have 2 weapons, so you can control them very easily. So I think it's better than coffee. Heart ring. Oh, this is going in S tier. Why? Because this is so useful in plain levels if you don't have Divine Relic, and without plain levels, this is also really useful if you're trying to get the S rank, but you can't because you keep taking damage. And you equip this, you parry. And by the way, this means parry anything except for the star and selling stage and a couple other things. So that means the Crackshot EX. If you use Crackshot and Heart Ring, you can basically do free health on demand. So that's why it's S. So I think this is my ranking. Just to be clear, I'm ranking in each section. So this is the shots, this is the super arts, and this is the charms. One more thing I forgot to mention about running guns. Divine Relic is the best for running guns. Alright, so that was it. Thank you for this video. Because, thank you for this video if you're watching it right now and watched it through fully. I want to tell you something. I'm going to actually take a break on editing because I'm getting kind of tired. So I'll probably not be editing in the next 2 weeks, as I've not been editing. So that was my thing to say. Goodbye, see ya, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!